We begin this hour with the ongoing struggles of people trying to secure an affordable place to live.
Well, in this instance, a Hamilton man says he's been waiting 3 years for a city housing unit, and he still has no idea how much longer he's going to have to wait. Matt Ingram is on this story and joins us live with more. Matt?
Phil, he says he has no idea how long he'll have to wait because the city can't tell him where he sits on the wait list. Now, I asked the city about this, and they say that's because the list is constantly changing and they don't want to create unreal expectations. Part of the reason it's always changing is a rule that requires victims of abuse to get top priority for a new spot, and even they can wait up to a year. Reviewing some of the advocacy letters written by his doctors, David Duce says he needs some help finding a place to live.
I can't afford full market value for an apartment. Not on ODSP.
This 54-year-old Hamiltonian on disability says he put himself on the wait list for a city housing unit 3 years ago, but still hasn't got one. He says he last called city housing 2 weeks ago, but still has no idea how much longer he will have to wait.
They haven't done anything. Nobody wants to help me. People are trying to tell me, phone these people, phone this person.
His housing problem has now become an emergency as he's being evicted after the home he's lived in for 10 years was sold, and he needs to be out soon.
I guess I'm going to be on the street.
We've heard wait times of up to 5 to 7 years in some cases.
Renee Wetzelar is the executive director of St. Matthew's House, an organization that helps people in need. She says Duce's case is another example of the desperate need for more affordable housing units.
What we are facing is an unprecedented challenge.
She says more funding from all levels of government are needed, and the process to develop new units needs to be simplified, with affordable housing development applications given priority by Hamilton's building department.
Really allowing for those partners who have done this kind of housing for many years to really dig in and do more.
This summer, St. Matthew's will tear down this building right beside their headquarters on Barton to make way for a 15-unit affordable housing project targeted to Black and Indigenous seniors. The plan is to have it ready to move into by January of next year. Called the 412 Barton Project, St. Matthew's says it has entered into a 20-year funding agreement with the city.
We need a lot more new units than we've got coming online right now.
Brian Krebs with the city's Housing Services Department says one of the biggest things the city can do to help create more units is partnerships with nonprofits. He says there are about 12,000 affordable housing units the city is responsible for.
Vacant pending redevelopment or as part of turnover.
The long-awaited Jamesville social housing redevelopment project remains empty, and Krebs says there are a few still unoccupied in the Ken Sobel Tower. As of the end of 2020, the most recent figures available, Krebs says there are about 6,700 people on the wait list for housing. Asked about Duce's 3-year wait time, Krebs says if he doesn't have any priority status,
he's considered chronological, and those waits can be quite long right now. Unfortunately, people aren't moving because the rents in the private market are so high.
I spoke with Ward 2 Councillor Jason Farr this afternoon, and he says that at the Jamesville project, demolition work is underway. They're starting to remove asbestos, and the buildings will likely start coming down in August. He says the city is fixing hundreds of units across Hamilton, part of several projects that are underway right now to bring more affordable housing to the city.